The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. George Bernard Shaw. I want you to think about his words for a moment. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. How often have you said something to someone and you have taken it for granted that your message has landed and the other person has comprehended what you have said to them? Many times, right? You will agree with me that we find ourselves in situations where somebody says something to us and we miss out on certain details, or we say something to someone and they miss out on certain details. That is a huge problem in communication today. That is why in today's video, I want us to focus on something other than you as the speaker, you as a presenter, but we will focus on what you do when you are not the one speaking, and that is listening. But we're not just going to be talking about any type of listening. We are going to talk about an exceptional skill which is known as active listening. Now, hear me right here. There is a huge difference amongst hearing, listening, and active listening. These are three different types of taking in information that is being delivered to us. To understand hearing, imagine you are listening to the radio in the morning, you're taking your shower, you are making your coffee, you are having your breakfast, and you've got the radio playing in the background. You can hear certain things that are happening on the radio show. Are you really listening? Of course not. The only thing happening there is the sound waves coming from your radio hitting your eardrums. That is hearing. What is listening? Imagine you're listening to your favorite podcast, or you are watching your favorite TV show. And while you're doing that, you are perhaps occupied with other things that you're doing on the side. You are following the conversations, you are hearing the words that are being said, but you are not really getting the gist. You are not really getting the details and the deeper meaning of the conversations that are happening in that podcast or the things that are being said to you in that podcast. That is listening. Let us now understand active listening. Active listening is like playing a game of chess. You are focused, you are watching each and every move that the person you're playing with is making, and you are understanding the reason behind that move that they are making. In active listening, you are fully present as a listener. You are focused on the speaker. You are understanding each and every word that they are saying. You are reading their body language. You are basically having a broader and deeper understanding of everything that is being said to you. That is the skill that I want you to try and work on as a communicator. Research shows that people who actively listen are more empathetic, they are more impactful, and they are credible communicators. Let me share with you 3 tips that can help you in becoming an active listener. Tip number 1 is focus on the speaker. By focusing on the speaker, I mean put away any distractions that you may have with you. Put away your phone, put away your tablet, and listen to the person that is communicating to you. If you want to keep anything on you, this should be in a situation where you need to take down notes for you to refer to after this conversation is done. Otherwise, you want to put away all those distractions and focus on the person that is speaking to you. What you want to do is to also maintain eye contact. This will signify that you are fully engaged and you're giving this person your gift of time. Give the speaker your undivided attention. The second tip that can help you in strengthening your active listening skills is to show you are truly listening. Now remember, it's not about you pretending. Be a genuine person, be a genuine listener. And I want to refer you back to my favorite quote by Dale Carnegie. The royal road to a man's heart is by talking to him about things that he is passionate about. You need to have follow-up questions as you are having this conversation. So it's not about you pretending. As you show the person that you're actively listening, does your body language show that you are listening? Do not be afraid to nod your head. Do not be afraid to smile. If they say something surprising, do not relent from showing shock or surprise. Another trick that can help you in this moment is by saying, wow, interesting. I didn't know that. Can you tell me more? Those little phrases show affirmation. They show that you are listening. And in doing that, you also want to ask follow-up questions. As someone is sharing their thoughts, can you ask further questions to engage them? This will allow for you to have a deeper conversation with the person that you're having a conversation with. Show acknowledgement that you are following as they tell you what they are telling you. And then also ensure that your body language is communicating that you are present and you are focused on them. Make sure that your shoulders are facing this person that you're talking to. And like I said in tip number 1, maintain that eye contact. The third and final tip that I want to share with you in building your active listening skills is for you to reflect and clarify as they speak. Can you reflect what they've just said? And you can do this by showing that you're following and that you are internalizing what they're saying by repeating what they've just said. For example, you could use the phrase, so what you are saying is, if I am following you correctly, are you saying this happened because of this? When you do that, you show that you are internalizing. Now, I want to share an example in real life where perhaps in an organizational setup, in your professional setting, your supervisor gives you certain instructions. Do you simply say, yes, I have understood, and you walk out? Or do you go through and say, all right, from my understanding, I am supposed to do this, and then I will do that, and I will do that. Am I on the same page with you? Because most times we feel we've given the instruction, because it's our instruction, we understand it fully, but the person we are giving that instruction to does not understand. Therefore, by building these 3 tricks, giving the person speaking your full attention, showing the person that you are listening and following what they're saying, and then clarifying as well as reflecting what has been said to you, will definitely help you in strengthening your active listening skills. Remember, what you don't want to do is to have the illusion that communication has taken place when in fact it has not. So go out there and be an active listener when you are not being an exceptional presenter or speaker. That's it for my communication secret for this week. Goodbye for now.